Hey everybody, it's Dr. Thomas. I am doing a new thing on different foods that are easy to make at home. You all know that I have 2 kids, I'm busy, I work full time, my husband's busy. So I try to do things that are simple and easy and family can eat as well. So today I am going to make something super simple. I'm making blueberry basil chia pudding. And when I say it's really simple, it really is really simple. Simple ingredients. And I know the basil thing sounds a bit weird, but trust me on this, okay? This will be amazing. And the best part is that this sits very well overnight. So you can make it on a Sunday, and I would just line up 3 days worth and then take one as you grab and go. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start off with a 1/4 cup of blueberries. And blueberries are great antioxidants. It has a lot of fiber. You can pretty much get them anywhere. I'm gonna go a little bit more on the generous on the blueberry side just because I like the blueberry taste. I'm gonna grab a fork and mash it up just a little bit so it's kind of like gummy or a little bit jammy. And it's up to you. If you want whole blueberries, that's fine. If you want like softer blueberries, I like this because the juice gets into the liquid and it adds like a nice blueberry texture to it. So here is a little bit more than 1/4 cup of blueberries that I mashed up, okay? And then the rest of these I'm gonna put on top before I serve it. Okay, so we have a 1/4 cup of blueberries, and then we add our liquid of choice. Today I am using coconut milk, so I'm gonna add this, and the measurements are gonna be below. So I will keep it simple. And then I'm also going to add some chia seeds. This is about 3 tablespoons of chia seeds. And do you know that if you went 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, add 10 grams of fiber, that is amazing. The average person needs anywhere from 25 to 30. So you have 10 grams of fiber right here. So I'm gonna add this to the pudding. And then I'm also going to add some basil that I chopped up, or the fancy word is chiffonade. Trust me on this. This seems like a strange combination, but it's not. So I'm gonna add the basil to this, okay? And then a teaspoon of vanilla, okay? And that's gonna make the flavors pop very well. And then I also am adding a tablespoon of honey. You can use maple syrup or sweetener of choice. For me, it's the honey. And I do not banish sweets. I think you need some sweetness to this, otherwise it's not gonna taste very good. And it's not going to mess up too many things as far as your blood sugar because you have the blueberries in there and the chia seeds, and so it all balances out. So here is my tablespoon of honey, which I'm going to put in here. And the recipe actually, get all of it out, okay. And the recipe actually calls for putting some lemon zest on top of it before you serve it, and I will do that too. Okay, and this is a little bit of lemon zest. You can put it on the top, which I will, but I also like to add the lemon zest because it adds an extra punch of flavor to your chia pudding. And basically you can get like a scraper, I call this a microplane, and you just have to rub it against the lemon peel and then put it in here. And it's very simple, and the oils from the skin really get into the flavor of this. And then same thing, the coconut you can put on top, but come on, I'm also working and it's faster for me to grab and go. So I'm actually gonna add the flaked coconut into here. If you prefer it on top, you can, but I'm gonna add it in here because I would like the flavor of the coconut, and I'm going to stir this whole thing up. I used coconut milk. You can use your liquid of choice. If you wanna use almond milk, that is fine. I just wanted to shake it up a bit. So here's this. Now that it's mixed up, I am gonna just taste it. Perfection. So now I have these set aside. I am going to pour it into my jar. You don't have to have this. I know it looks cute and you see it on Pinterest, but whatever you have, if you have a microwave dish, that works as well. We just seem to have a lot of these. So what I'm going to do is pour it into here. So we have our beautiful little jar. Remember I told you I was gonna add a little bit extra zest on top just for a punch of flavor. If you don't like lemon zest, you don't have to do it, but I'm just putting a little bit on the top. Remember, you can always put these blueberries later on, but remember, busy person. I'm gonna go ahead and load this up with blueberries. So all I have to do is grab and go. I'm topping it off, putting it in the fridge like this, and you let this sit overnight, a minimum of 4 hours, but the longer the better. And tomorrow morning, just grab and go, and trust me on the basil blueberry. I know it sounds weird, but you will love this. So here's the recipe. You can find the recipe below in the caption, and let me know what you think. Again, blueberry, basil, chia seed pudding.